Hello everybody, this is Youmna and welcome to this new vlog. I'm a bit nervous because I do not have a vlogging camera. I'm actually vlogging with my phone, but I hope the quality is good. Today there are a few things that I wanted to do. First, film a video that will be part of that vlog. It is my fall TBR, so I have to do that. I wanted to tidy a little bit, and also if I have the energy, I want to get out of the house and just walk around. So yeah, we'll see if that happens. And yeah, let's get into the video. This part of the video will be for people who love stationery, who love spending money on paper, pens and notebooks. I wanted to show you my new notebook, my leather companion by Paper Republic. Of course, this part of the video is not all sponsored by them, unfortunately. Maybe I'll show you in another angle. So that's what it looks like. It has my initials here, youmna, LM. I will not tell my full name on YouTube, but yeah, those are my initials. Let me just try to put you in a better spot. Okay, that's better. This is my notebook from Paper Republic. So if you can see, it is a red cover. It is in leather. It is vegan tan. Here you have Paper Republic here. So you first open it like that. In it I have a pen which I bought in Emma. My notebook is divided in 4 parts. So the first part is a perpetual agenda, which means that it has no dates. Oh, that's my little stickers to decorate my agenda, but yeah. So you have a perpetual agenda, so you have to add the month and the actual dates. And what's great about that is that I will not waste paper if I do not use my agenda for a whole week or for a whole month. It doesn't waste anything. Then I have a lined notebook like that, and what I actually do is do my to-do lists every morning. I try to be organized by writing bullet points and to-do lists of what is urgent. So the next one is a plain notebook, which I haven't found what to use it for yet. I am curious to know what you would do with it. And the last notebook is another lined one, which I use a bit like the 5-minute bullet journal, you know, where you answer 3 questions. I use it mainly for journaling every single day. I try to do it before going to sleep. So the 3 questions I'm answering are: what are 3 things that made me happy today? What is one thing that could have made the day better? And what am I grateful for? And yeah, I've done that for the past week or so, and it has made a big difference in my daily routine. Candles are lit, fires burning, my little matcha here is ready, and temperatures are falling because it is actually fall here in Paris. I wanted to share with you my little TBR. and I'm excited to tell you all about it. Last week it was 6 degrees Celsius in Paris, and it was so great to feel like the best season of the year was coming. Yeah, in autumn I really want to read books that are first atmospherical, that feel like cocooning, that feel like comfort. I also like reading books that are scary, and at the end of the day, I'm just a girl who reads books, whatever the books are. Okay, I'll start with the biggest book I have. It is part of a book club that Emmy and Carolyn Mary Reads on YouTube are hosting, the Game of Thrones book club. It's Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. So I do not know too much about the novel. I did not want to read the plot. I only know that it is set in England in the 19th century and talks about wizards. I know Susanna Clarke because I've read her book Piranesi that was published a few years ago. It was quite a strange book. I know it is literary fiction, contemporary literary fiction, and it happens in a mythological setting, but that is everything I can say about that book. It was a whole experience. It's not that I did not enjoy it, it's more that I really didn't know what to take out of it. So Susanna Clarke has a very lyrical writing style, I believe, at least in Piranesi. I only read a few chapters and already I can feel the atmosphere of winter. So it's actually snowing during the first few pages of the novel, but I really like it. It has a gloomy atmosphere and maybe gothical atmosphere at first. That's my first impression of the book. I don't know if it will continue being like that, but yeah, I really like it already, and I purchased it this month, and I was so happy to actually buy the book. Look at this edition, it's just so pretty. The cover and everything is black. It makes me think of my edition of Breaking Dawn that I had, where the pages were red and the cover was white. I don't know if I can find a picture of the edition, but I really liked reading the last part of Twilight in that edition. So yeah, I really like this edition, and of course it is in French. I wanted to buy it in English, but I couldn't find it online and on secondhand online bookstores, so that's why I bought it in French. And I really like the translation already. I think it is quite lyrical and I believe quite faithful to Susanna Clarke's writing style. The next book I've hauled a few months ago is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Other Stories by Washington Irving. So Washington Irving is an American writer. He's well known for his short stories. I haven't dug too much into the genre of short stories, and I wanted to start with this collection of short stories. So yeah, I will read to you the blurb because it did make me want to buy the book. There is a sequestered glen off the east coast of the Hudson, New York State, which has long continued under the sway of some witching power. The neighborhood abounds with tales, haunted spots, and twilight superstitions. But as hapless schoolmaster Ichabod Crane will discover, the wildest of all stories in this region of shadows relate to one particularly dreadful spectre, the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow. So there are many short stories in it, and I'm excited to discover Washington Irving. The next book I have is a very nostalgic book for me, and I am very excited to read it. It is Murtagh by Christopher Paolini. Look at that cover. It is just a cuddle to my heart. I really loved reading Aragon when I was younger. It is the story of Aragon. It is the same world, and you follow the perspective of Murtagh. Murtagh was my favorite character in the whole Aragon series, and I really loved his relationship with his dragon, and I am so excited to not discover, but just get back into the world of Alagasia and of Aragon and Murtagh, and yeah, I am very excited. Also, ever since House of the Dragon season 2 came out, I'm all for dragons. I am watching Game of Thrones again. Of course, Game of Thrones has so many good things and so many bad things about it. But yeah, House of the Dragon was just amazing. Alright, and the last book I wanted to talk about is a book I do not have a physical copy of. And it is also a book I'm not sure was translated in English. It is a middle grade book that is called, in French at least, La Maison aux 52 Portes. So hear me out. It's a book that I've read when I was in year 5. And it's a book that has stuck with me ever since. So the last time I read it was 10 years ago. No, actually 15 years ago. I'm a bit older than that. And we follow Celeste, a 10-year-old girl who moves in with her parents to beautiful and big mansion, and they find out that the house is actually inhabited by supernatural creatures. I know that it just goes really well with the season, Halloween season, all that, and yeah, I am very, very excited to read it again. Maybe I will not like it this time around, and that will be heartbreaking, really. These are all the books that I wanted to read for fall. I did not want to put too many books in my TBR because, as I said in my last video, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, and I think I found a good balance now, because I'm reading a big tome, but over the span of 2 months, and even if it takes longer than 2 months to finish Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, it's okay. I just want to discover that book, and yeah, I have a bit of nostalgia and also discovering a new genre with the short stories. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any recommendation, specifically on thriller, I would really like to read a thriller for this season. I'll stop ranting now, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!